So many interactions and many experiences in our lives, we may have a form of unacknowledged grief that carries with us throughout our lives. And this can lead to almost a grief of self, of oneself. So let's explore this through EFT. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go with that flow. Even though I may have some unacknowledged grief, and this grief is not a loss of a person, but maybe a loss of self, and I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though there are many times in my life where I had to do things and had to be things that weren't quite me, and I lost a part of me, and I might not be grieving that loss, and I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, even though I may be carrying some emotions that I've not quite identified yet, because I've had to keep being something that is not me. And there are many things in my life that I wanted to be. It just wasn't to be. And I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. All this grief of self, there are things that I wanted to be, and things that I had to be in order to survive in life, in order to fit in. There is parts of my identity that I lost. That I had to conform into. That I lost a part of myself. And there are things in my life that I truly wanted, that truly felt good, but for whatever reason, it wasn't to be. And I've experienced that loss. And I've had emotions attached to that loss that might go unprocessed or unacknowledged. So I've just had to keep soldiering on and keep a stiff upper lip. There may have been friends in my life that for whatever reason, be it life circumstances, or in order to keep safe, that I've had to let go. And in this letting go, there is an absence, and there is a loss. And with this loss comes emotions that I have a right to feel and a right to process. There may have been job roles that I have been performing that I've been conforming to, or job roles that I really wanted. And for whatever reason, I've been let go, or that desire was never fulfilled. And in that absence was that loss. And I experienced those emotions of that loss. And there is love of what I had, what I desired to have. And for whatever reason, it was not to be. And in that absence was a loss and a mix of emotions. Throughout my life, there have been haves and have-nots. To be or not to be. And in these not-to-bes has been a grief, has been a loss. And there has been me within that, who has had to navigate those emotions. The ups, the downs, the positives, and the negatives. And it can be confusing in this mix of unprocessed emotions, within this grief processing, that I might start to lose myself, that I might start to identify with one emotion more than the other, that I might go back to situations that weren't truly right for me. And I might bargain to myself and say, it wasn't that way. Because in all these emotions was a need to feel seen, to feel heard, and to be accepted by whatever was in my life, whatever left my life. And I have a right to feel these emotions. I have a right to process these emotions. I have a right not to identify with these emotions, because they come and go. And I have a right to let go of these emotions. This grief of self. I've had to do so much in my day-to-day in order to survive. But I don't want to live out of survival mode. I want to be receptive to the things that I truly deserve and that are truly me. And there's me in there somewhere, but it may be lost in this grief process. It may be unaware it's in a grief process. It may be in denial of this grief process. It may be feeling anger in this grief process. It may be feeling shame and blame. And all these emotions. There is me trying to get by. And if I look at me and start to accept me, that is trying to do its best, trying to deal with these emotions. And if I bring awareness to these emotions, awareness to this grief process, then I'm empowered to heal, and I'm no longer lost. And I know the road before me and the path I need to walk. And this path is going to be a rocky road. And this grief process won't be linear. It's going to be a crap show. And I'm going to be feeling crap for some time, whilst I process these emotions, whilst I let go of some emotions. And when I look at grief, and when I experience grief, it's an acknowledgement of a life and what it meant to me. And there is love in that, be it positive or negative, because it has affected me. And I acknowledge this love. And I give myself this love. And I honor my process of healing, so I can become whole again. And honor myself. The self that truly deserves love. That truly deserves what it feels is right for itself. And I'll know that by how deeply I feel about it. And this loss of self may be covered by emotions that I need to process so I can get back to being myself and honoring my life in mind, body, and spirit. I'm taking a deep breath in and out. So yes, grief can be in many aspects of our lives, and whether it be something that we wanted to go see a music concert sort of thing, but we just couldn't get the tickets, and now we're feeling that loss and that, rather than denying that emotions or denying what we're feeling there, or just saying it doesn't affect us, maybe taking time to nurture and give attendance to those emotions, so we can navigate other aspects of our lives or other people with a little more grace and a little bit more reactivity to some of these emotions, that strong emotions that go through a grief process or a cycle. And it's not going to be linear, it's going to be all over the place. So giving patience and love to oneself, so you have that time to heal. So yeah, I'm Dan from Eflowtion Support Services. and I offer EFT tapping and soon to be potato breath method. So if you're interested, feel free to book online. I offer online EFT tapping through Eflowtion Support Services. So until next time, stay your awesome selves. Bye for now.